Hello, health seekers, and welcome to Health Talk Magazine. I'm Dr. J.L. Johnson, your host and your licensed nutritional doctor. And here is where you come to get expert health information. And for those of you out there who don't know me, I'm Dr. J.L. Johnson. I'm a licensed nutritional herbal doctor, licensed by the Board of Medicine. Also, I'm a master herbalist, trained in most of the herbologies in Chinese, Japanese, American. Also, my friend, with a PhD in nutrition and with over 42 years experience of helping people all across this country and the many other countries out there where we do business. Also, I want you to know that I'm one of the world's leading herbal nutritional doctors and that our company, the Aloe Man Incorporated, is also the largest African American owned health product company and health product company of its kind anywhere in the world. We have over 1,000 herbal formulations in order to help you with just about any kind of problem that you might have. It doesn't matter what it is. Whether or not they call it AIDS or cancer, MS, epilepsy, leukemia, Parkinson's disease or lupus or sarcoidosis, or whether or not they call it high blood, high sugar, high cholesterol, poor circulation, or even if your feet hurt, you can use God's herbs in order to help your bodies to heal itself. And we've proven it over 42 years. We have over 1,000 herbal formulations available and over 400 special herbal teas that can help you and support any part or any organ or any system in the body at all. So give us a call. Let us develop a health program for you to get you back on the road to health. Remember, we don't treat disease. That's left to your medical doctor. But we develop those health programs for those people that have those diseases. It doesn't matter what it is. Even when we talk about cancer, we don't treat cancer. That's left to your medical doctor. But we develop health programs for those people out there who have cancer, whether it's brain cancer, lung cancer, liver cancer, throat cancer, stomach cancer, bowel cancer, or whatever it is. We can develop a health program for you to get you back on the road to health again. You see, you need help. You need someone with specialized knowledge in order to tell you what you need to do, what to eat, when to eat it, and how to eat it, what you need to do to stay healthy. Those are the things that we do here better, I believe, than anyone else out there. So today we're going to be talking about 6 things that you can do to help your body to lose weight and to maintain the proper get weight and to stop gaining weight. Now, that's a tall order, but we're going to we're going to group it all into 6 things here today. And I want you to stay with me because you can do this. You know, at one time, I was wearing 190 pounds, and I found it very hard to lose that weight. And I could figure out, I knew that I was doing some things that was causing me to be overweight. In fact, I knew I was being bad. Like many of you out there, we just be bad. We decide, oh, I'm going to eat whatever I want to eat when I want to eat it, and no one can say anything to me at all. But yet, you want to maintain your weight. Everybody wants to look good. Everybody wants to feel good, and they don't want to hurt themselves. So we're going to talk about those 6 things that you can do that can really keep you in line and some of the things that can help you here today. The first thing I want to talk about is number 1 thing that you can do is to think and see yourself at the right weight using your imagination. Now, I begin to, I'm one of those people that are strong believe in using your own mind in order to get things done, to accomplish things in your life. And I believe in using the power of self indoctrination, or telling yourself, or I believe in making goals and achieving those goals, because that's what I've done all my life, and I've done it many times very successfully with all kinds of different things, and I know that they work. So we need to, number 1, think. We need to think ourselves smaller. So I begin to think myself at my regular weight, which is about 165, 170 pounds. That's normally where I should be. So I'm beginning to think, to see myself, and then I begin to talk to myself about being at 165 pounds. When I look in the mirror, I'm looking at a 165 pound man. I know sometimes you think, well, but you're not. Well, your mind and your subconscious does not know that. You have to train it to think that way. And after you do it for a while, you can change the things. Along with making those changes, you can lose the weight. Now, number two, you want to seek and find specialized knowledge that can help you to maintain proper weight loss. And that's what I did. I began to look at all of the things that why one person can maintain their weight and why I couldn't. And one of the things is my wife always maintained her weight. And I would look at her and I would say, well, we eat basically the same thing. But the answer was we were not eating the same thing. We were not doing the same things at all that she was doing. She was doing things that I would not do. For instance, she was eating different than I was. And we're going to talk about some of those things there. And she would always eat less than I did. I had this thing in my mind, well, I'm a growing boy, I'm strong, and you need all of these, you need more food. Well, I found out you didn't need more food. You can be satisfied with less food. So we've got to get a hold of that specialized knowledge that tell us what we need to do and what we need to not do to maintain weight. Two of the most important things that you can't do if you want to maintain your weight. That is, if you drink a lot of alcohol. At one time in my life, that's what I was doing in my early years. I was drinking a lot of alcohol. That puts a lot of weight on you. The other thing is you can't eat what you want to eat all the time. You can't do that. And I would eat whatever I wanted to eat when I wanted to do it until I was satisfied with it. And I found out that doesn't work because that's going to make you gain weight. I mean, when you get those thick steaks like I was doing, and you eat all the seafood and you eat all the fat things. So one of the first things I realized is that I was eating too much fat. And like I say in all of my tapes, if you eat fat, you get fat. So you don't want to eat a fat. You want to stay away from all of the fat, the sausage and the bad fats and the red meats and all those things that has a lot of fat in them, and foods that are cooked with a lot of fat, unless it's good fat. Now, good fats are good for you in many different ways, but bad fats will make you fat. No question about that. So I began to eliminate all of the bad fats that I was putting, the sausages, the red meat, the pork, and all of that kind of stuff that I was eating. I got rid of all of that stuff and started eating, if you would, more healthy. And that's one of the things that helped me to start losing that weight. So it helped me to maintain that weight. Number three, know why you're overweight and begin to change those habits, like we just talked about. I started realizing I was overweight because, number one, I was drinking too much alcohol, and as a result, alcohol is sugar to the body, and sugar is going to make you gain weight. I was overeating. I was eating the wrong foods, right? And I was drinking the wrong drinks. All of those things I was doing wrong. That's probably what you're doing also. There are a lot of people out there right now that say, oh, I've tried everything. I can't lose weight. But here's the thing. The majority of the time, these people are doing those same things that I just talked about. They are overeating. They eat the wrong foods. Yes, they eat the wrong foods. And they eat too much. They drink the wrong fluids, and they drink too much. Yet, do you know the majority of the women out there, and I've said this for over 42 years, the majority of the women out there that's overweight are overweight because they drink too much fluid. Believe it or not. They don't eat very much, but they drink too much fluid. They drink too much water. And as a result, that water puts weight on their bodies, and they stay overweight, and they can't lose the weight. And that's really what's happening to them. Even though they struggle with it, they cry about it, they get frustrated, they get depressed, but all you got to do is start doing those little things that we're talking about here, and you can lose the weight. Incidentally, this is Health Talk, and I'm Dr. J.L. Johnson. And I want you to know about our special weight loss product that we have, which is called formula number J. That's right, J512. J512, and our formula that's called MSB. MSB. When you put those two together, and then get our product called a body healer to put back the necessary vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, you can lose the weight if you begin to do these things that we're talking about right here. I mean, think about it for a moment. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. You've just got to do these particular things, and don't do the things that we're talking about. Now, number 4, you want to make a decision that you want to lose weight. And you got to stick to this decision. You got to write it down. You got to make yourself a goal, write it down, and write and put a time limit on it. Give yourself a year, or if you would, give yourself in 1 year, my weight will be at such and such. I can see myself weighing that amount of weight. I can see myself at that right size. I can see myself wearing that size clothes that I'm looking forward to wear. You got to make yourself a goal and make a plan to do that goal, and then follow that plan so that you can lose the weight. But you've got to think about it every day. Write it down and read it to yourself every day, so that you will get used to seeing yourself and knowing yourself and telling yourself that you can be whatever size you want to be. There's no question about it. You can. Your body will respond. You control your body, not the other way around. And that's the way it is. Now, you've got to do that. Now, number 5, we're going to hang out here for a moment. Little things. We're going to talk about some of the little things that you can do to reset your metabolism. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I'm overweight because my thyroid is not working properly. My metabolism is not working properly. Well, that's only part of it. Some people believe that, oh, since my thyroid is working slow, that my metabolism, and that makes me overweight. No, it doesn't. That is really something that you need to think about. Just simply having a slow metabolism does not make you overweight. You've got to have a substance to make you overweight. That is, you've got to have the wrong foods. You've got drinking too much fluid, or you're doing something. You're putting in the foods that's making you overweight. It's not just your thyroid that's causing you to be overweight. You've got to have a substance putting in your body on a regular basis that's making you overweight. The thyroid may be a factor involved, but it's not what's making you overweight. It's what you're eating and drinking that's making you overweight. Once you get that in your head and understand that, then you know that if you stop eating those things, then your metabolism can change. There's no question about it, and will change if you begin to eat the right food. Now here's what I want to talk about. Number 1, there are 5 things I want you to really pay attention to. They're simple little things that you can do, that I began to do, that I've taught many other people to do. Number 1 is eat a lemon every day. A simple thing like that. Just eat a lemon every day. You don't want to put anything on it, no salt, no sugar or anything on it. Just squeeze the lemon and eat a half a lemon in the morning, half a lemon in the afternoon, but eat a whole lemon every day. A simple thing. Believe it or not, this alkalinity in that lemon can help you change your metabolism. Just eat a lemon every day. That's number 1. Number 2, eat an egg or 2 eggs every day. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy about eggs, and they're not good for you. They're bad. All of that junk out there that's talking about egg. Eat the white. Don't eat the yellow and all of that crap that's out there. They're talking about it. It's not true. I'm going to read you something about God's eggs. You see, when you we're talking here now about organic eggs, free range eggs. Now, you don't want to get the ones out of the regular grocery store. You want to get, most of the grocery stores now carry the free range and the organic eggs. And that's what you want to get, the large free range organic eggs. That's what you want to look for. That's what you want to get. And also make sure that when you take your eggs home, make sure that each one, open them up and look at the eggs and make sure that the pointed side of the egg is down in the little in your little egg holder. Make sure it's pointed down. That's very important because that allows the egg to properly function in its shell. So you want to do that. That's a little tip that you need to do that. Make sure it's pointed down. Now, here's something about the egg that maybe you didn't know. Okay, first of all, and I'm going to be reading this, so excuse me. So the outer shell of the egg is inorganic. Now, inorganic means that it's against life. It does not work. Inorganic. It's inorganic. It's made of calcium carbonate, and it's inorganic, but it's there to house the material that's inside of the egg. Next comes the skin, which is composed of laskin and chondrin. If you want to write this down, it's Glatin, galatin. Okay, and then it's got all kinds of things. What I want to get to is this. In that egg itself that God made has all of the elements of life. Everything that you need. All of the, listen, it has, the egg yolk itself, which contains positive phosphate and calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, iron, and together with sulfates, cholates, iodine, and fluorides, all in that egg right there. The egg can help you to lose weight. The egg can give you the vitamins and minerals that you need on a daily basis. The egg is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. And don't listen. God made the whole egg. Forget about these people who are talking about just eat the white of the egg. They don't know what they're talking about. Why would God make an egg with just the whites? No, that's not true. They don't know what they're talking about. But eating an egg or 2 eggs a day, and now the way you cook the egg is very important. So I want you to make sure the best way is to boil it. 5 to 7 minutes is the best way. Most people will eat an egg 6 to 7 minutes. It's not hard boil that time. If you need to hard boil it, then cook it a little bit longer for yourself. But if you cook it about 6 to 7 minutes, then you're going to get a perfect boiled egg that you can use in your food. That's the best way to cook it. Not to fry it or to scramble it in all the grease and the butter, because you're gaining weight at that time. No, eat the boiled egg by itself or with other foods, with a little salt and pepper, like most people will do. So that's very, very important. So let's eat the egg. Number 3, eat more soups and broths. Soups, hot soup and broth. And yes, make yourself hot soups and broth. Make vegetable soups or make broth from boiling vegetables and those kind of things. And do it with noodles. And instead of eating the rice, why not eat the rice noodles in the broth soup? So all of those kinds of things are very. Eat more alkaline foods. Now, in my first book called Common Sense Health, I put a whole list of alkaline foods in there that actually have alkaline calcium for you. Lemons, oranges, but for those people out there who are so-called diabetic or have high sugar levels, of course, you cannot have the orange. Remember that. You cannot do the orange. Lettuce, the real lettuce, the romaine, those kind of things. Yellow onions, green onions, limes, cabbage, celery, string beans, red onions, white onions, all of these things, and you can go on and on. In fact, any kind of vegetables, just about all that you can eat, and you can put it in your soups and your broths, and take those and use it. Remember, hot broth will make you feel much lighter and will help you to digest your food better. So we wanted to talk about that. So alkaline foods, and then the last thing is not the last thing. The thing before the last of these 5 I want to talk about is don't overeat. Overeating can keep you overweight just as well. Remember, it's always undereat or eat when your body tells you that you're full. You get back to that. Remember, once you start eating this way, your body will tell you that's enough. You stop eating at that particular time. Very important if you not want to be overweight. And then number 6, you want to exercise. Exercise. And anybody can exercise. A lot of people tell me, oh, they can't exercise. I can sit right here at this desk and exercise. One of the best exercises that you can do, and I want you to, is what I developed it over 42 years ago, which is called your cross your heart exercise. This is the best exercise for women, especially with all the breast cancer that we've got going out there today. They can do the cross your heart breast exercise. It squeezes all of that water and fat and wind out of the breast. So and you squeeze as you go across, and you do breast. Every woman in the world should be doing breast exercise. At least 20 of these every day. 20 of these every day. You can sit at your desk. You can sit in a chair. You can sit on the side of your bed, and you're going to do these breasts. What I call cross your heart breast exercise. Cross your heart breast exercise. That's going to work all of the shoulders, the arms, the along the side, and definitely it will push all of that fat out of the breast. Those women that have heavy breasts, you can begin to shrink those breasts down by doing cross your heart exercise. Get all of that fat out of the breast, the water, the fluid out of the breast, and get it out of there by squeezing and doing this breast exercise. And then you can cross your arms and simply do side to side. Everybody can do that. Everybody can do that. You can do 20 of those, 30 of those every day. And then you can cross your heart, sit on the couch, sit on the chair like I'm sitting now. You can lean forward, lean back, lean forward, lean back. Do that 100 times, sitting right where you are. That's exercise. And then you can sit in the same chair and lift those legs up and let them go down. Lift those legs up, let them go down. Lift those legs up, let them go down. That simple little process that I gave you, I call it lazy man, lazy woman exercise. Anybody can do. Just about anybody can do, unless you're paralyzed or you're having some sickness at all. But most people can do that simple regimen of exercise. Then you get up to doing 100 a day of each one, and then maybe up to 200. Or here's the other thing: if you can only do 10, you can do 10 5 times a day. Don't just do it once a day. Do it all day long. You come back and you sit down and you do it again. You do it at work. You do it at home. Everybody can do that. And you can exercise. And by doing that, you can lose the weight. Now again, remember that we have a product that can help you there. 3 things that I recommend that you want to get. That is our product called J512. J512. And then you want to get MSB. MSB. M for Mary, MS Sam, and then B for boy, MSB. That's going to help you to get rid of all of that waste out of that colon. And if you've got a big high stomach, that MSB takes that stomach down. Yes, flatten that stomach down. Help you to have good bowel movements also. And it's one of the best alkaline products there is on the market too. So you want to get 512, J512, MSB, and you want to get the body healer to put back all the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients so that you will have the energy to do the necessary vitamins and do the necessary exercises that you want to do. So I wanted to bring that information to you and explain it to you. A lot of people out there are stuck with weight, stuck with what not to do. They think they can't lose the weight. They've tried everything. Do these simple things. Share this video with whomever needs this video. There's some people that's sitting at home that don't want to leave home. They're overweight and they can't lose the weight, and they're stuck because of these particular things right here that they may not have thought about. It's simple things that you can do, and you can change your metabolism. In fact, you can change your life. And it looks like we're coming to a close of Health Talk again today. But as always, we give praise to Almighty God. We hope that you praise Him, and we say, God bless you all.